How's it going? Tobin in the den, episode 4 in my razor review series. We're going to follow the exact same layout as we did in the previous 3 videos. I want these to be short, quick, and to the point, and I want to start doing like one a week until I get a bunch of these done. This is one of my absolute favorite razors in the den. I've had it since November of 2020. It has a date code of P4, meaning that it was made in the 4th quarter of 2020. First, we're going to take a look at the efficiency score, and with it, we're just going to talk about the blade gap and then the exposure, whether or not it's positive or negative. We're not going to focus on angle. Blade gap is 0.025 of an inch or 63 millimeters. That puts it exactly the same as the regular flare tip from the 1950s, the Gillette Super Speed. For a reference with blade gaps, there's a couple right up there. The Mercury is a 0.20, and then what is that? The Rockwell Plate 4, is that a 0.28 or 0.24? I can't recall, but they're right up there on the screen. So the blade gap isn't all that big, but where this razor feels efficient and where it does get its efficiency from is the positive exposure. You can see here in the photo how the blade sticks out far from the top cap and comes over the guard here. You can feel the blade. So some people, if they don't like positive exposure, they're not going to like this razor. I love all types of razors. If you follow my content, I enjoy negative and I enjoy positive. I enjoy neutral. But this one, you do feel the blade because of the positive exposure. For an efficiency score, I'm going to give it an 8, with 5 being middle of the road and then 10 being the most efficient, the most aggressive, try not to use the word aggressive, the most efficient thing that you've ever experienced. So I'm giving it an 8. So next we'll look at the Symmetry Score. And with the Symmetry Score, what we're looking at is the knurling on the handle, the blade tabs, whether or not they stick out, and then weight and balance. So the knurling is absolutely amazing. We'll talk about that more in a second. The weight the weight and balance is perfect. This is a nice, hefty little bulldog style razor, and I love it. You can see I have a blade in it, and the tabs do not stick out at all. So if you're looking for a razor that does not have tabs, it doesn't. Now this is the same razor as the Rex Ambassador, the difference being that this is not adjustable, and this razor is set at setting 3 on the Rex Ambassador. I do not own the Ambassador. I have the console, and I absolutely love it. That's their adjustable slant, and I plan to do that in the series here soon. So the knurling, some people will say it's sharp, including my wife. My wife says it's sharp. To me, it's not sharp. It's just grippy. It is so grippy. Like, if you drop this razor, it's not because of the knurling, because when you grab it, it grabs you back. Like, it's perfect. I love it. If you have soft hands, you might think it's sharp. I personally don't. I think it's fantastic. For a Symmetry Score, I'm going to give it a 9.5. Next, that brings us down into the tolerance score. With it, we're looking at blade alignment and chatter. With blade alignment, when you put the blade into the top cap and then put the bottom onto it. So got the blade in there, put it in, put the top cap on, and you screw your handle together. How easy is it to align the blade so that it's straight and in there the way that it's supposed to be? It's extremely easy. In fact, I never worry about it with this razor. The razor is perfectly engineered to where you just put it in the razor, secure it with the handle, and you don't have to worry about a damn thing. The alignment is perfect. Chatter, there's 0 chatter. I've used every blade imaginable in this razor, including the new Rex Envoy. I had a second use in it on Tuesday, and then last night I put a first use in it, and it shaved like a dream. I hope to have a review for you guys this weekend of it. I've been using the Rex Supply blades every single day. So for a tolerance score, I'm giving it a 9.5. It really, I'm not comfortable giving too many things a 10, but this is about as perfect as you could possibly get when it comes to alignment and chatter. There's no chatter, and the alignment is just so easy. You put it on and you forget about it. Next brings us down into the permanence score. And with permanence, we're going to take a look at the durability and construction material. You know, is it like the Energizer Bunny to where it can take a licking and keep on ticking kind of thing, right? Or no, that's Timex. The Energizer Bunny it keeps going and going. Hey, both apply. Both apply. It takes a licking, keeps on ticking, and it keeps going and going and going. This razor is built like a freaking Sherman tank. Did the Sherman tank have a motto other than kaboom? It's going to last a lifetime. This is a legacy piece. It is solid stainless steel, and it's not thin or anything like that. It is a weapon in itself that you could club somebody with it. For the permanent score, I'm going to give it a 9.5. Last but not least, friendliness to new wet shavers. With it, we're factoring in everything that we talked about up above, plus the price point. With new wet shavers, I do recommend that for their first razor, that they spend somewhere between $30 and $50. You don't want to spend too little and get a piece of junk, but at the same time, you don't want to spend too much in case traditional wet shaving isn't for you. So I believe right now this is retailing for, what is it, $125? I only paid like $108 for mine. That's one thing to keep in mind if you do want a Rec Supply product, is that every Black Friday for years now, they have done a Black Friday deal. Back when I bought mine, I think it was 15% off or something like that. And so I only paid like $108 for mine. Something's telling me that they're up to like $150 now. Inflation. There's the price as of early October 2024. So when we factor in that price, I think, and with the efficiency, right, that this is a more efficient razor. It's not the most aggressive thing in the world, but there is an efficiency about it that some may not like, especially with that positive exposure. So with that, I'm going to give it a friendliness score of 7, with 5 being, you know, so-so, 10 being this is what I recommend to a new wet shaver, 1 being I wouldn't recommend it to a new wet shaver. I'm going to give it a 7. It's not quite like an easy layup, so to speak, but it is something that I could recommend to someone who's on their second or third razor. Friendliness to new wet shavers, a 7. That brings us down into value. And so even if it's $150, I feel like this razor is a great value. It's going to last forever. I put this razor through everything and anything that you can possibly imagine, from hiking trips to road trips, all my outdoor shaves. This razor is going to outlast you, and all it requires from you is just a little bit of TLC. You know, clean it up when you're done with it, put it away, and forget about it. 9.5 when it comes to value. I really feel like I got my money's worth out of this, and I feel like even if you spend whatever they're asking for it today, in today's market, it is still a 9.5, that this is one hell of a razor. Are you still here? Cool beans. Let's do a giveaway. Part of my 2K subscriber giveaway. $75 to Murphy and McNeil, courtesy of Bill at Murphy and McNeil. Thanks, Murphy and McNeil, in the comments below. Let's do 1 brush from my Frank's brushes. That will be minus the 2 that the winners pick from my Doppelganger Orange video. So this will be the 3rd brush that will be given away out of the ones that I have from Frank. Thanks, Frank, in the comments below. And then let's also do another tub of soap. So all of these will be -1 because we already have someone that will be winning one of these. Real quickly, Master Soap Creations Peppermint Lime. That's courtesy of Andy at the Wet Shaving Store. Callisto from El Finimo. Del Art, I still don't know if I'm saying that right, from El Finimo. Both of these are from Frank at Frank Shaving. For the soaps, just #soap. The Unobtainium Irish Brigade. Spring Cabin from MacDuff's. Williams Mug Puck. And then this is the only soap and splash, both brand new. There's a tub of soap in here if you're unfamiliar with it. Latigo, and then the brand new unused splash as well. So one of these will be gone by the time I draw the winner. So maybe have 2 picks, and then I'll wait until that previous giveaway is done and this giveaway is done before I offer up any more of these soaps. So hashtag thanks Murphy and McNeil, hashtag thanks Frank, and hashtag soap. It's a little big thanks, my friends. Like, hoping I covered all my bases with my 4th installment in the razor review series. See you guys soon from the den, and until next time, thanks for joining me. Take care.